You're celebrating 10 years in business. Why did you start Premier Tourism Marketing?
At the end of the last decade, I saw some drastic changes that were happening in the marketplace, and that was primarily the rise of niche and affinity group market coverage. And we set about to build a company that addressed those needs. I've been in the business over 20 years now. I've actually grown up in the travel business, so it's been a fun evolution of the industry to see these changes take place.
And tell me about some of those changes.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, the rise of niche and affinity group markets. Traditionally in this industry, it's been large groups of seniors or students traveling to very predictable destinations. With this transformation, we've seen smaller groups by design that are really charting their own course. Second of all, I would say the rise of the internet as the primary research and booking tool for groups.
And how have you built Premier Tourism Marketing to address this market?
Well, we started with the transformation of our Leisure Group Travel magazine, which is our flagship publication. We've re-engineered the coverage, very insightful how-to editorial, great rich destination features, as well as coverage of these niche and affinity markets to help our readers plan better trips. I think second, recognizing that the internet is such a valuable tool, is that we've built the industry standard in web directories, blogs, content-rich websites, and e-newsletters to be able to capture those groups as they're researching destinations. And I think third along those lines is as the markets have matured, we've developed very unique print and online platforms that allow buyers and sellers to connect and do business.
And what are those niche markets?
Well, reunions, sports, religious travel, student travel.
What about the supplier side? What changes have you seen there?
I think initially it was slow to react, as you would expect in any sort of a marketplace as big as this. But the last few years we've seen quite an uptick in activity as suppliers recognize the importance of these groups. Focusrite has identified this as a $90 billion industry, so really no supplier can afford to be without an effective group marketing plan.
And what do you owe your success to at this point?
First, I believe it was the recognition of the changes in the marketplace and going out and building a series of products that appeal to today's group travelers, not yesterday's group travelers. Second, I believe it was the tracking and ROI that we provide in every product that we offer. I think historically in this marketplace as well as others, advertising has been kind of a place and hope mentality. And what we've done is build in a series of tracking and return on investment tools into print and online placement so you can advertise with assurance that what you're doing makes sense. And then third, it's really the people behind PTM. The backgrounds that we all have here in advertising agencies, convention visitors bureaus, tour operations, attractions, as well as publishing, helps us in communicating with clients and making sure that their best interests are always at hand.